afternoon, nursery, and happy Wednesday. Let's start off with our good afternoon song. Are you ready? Good afternoon, good afternoon. Oh, how are you? Oh, how are you? I am very well, I am very well. I hope you are too. I hope you are too. Okay, and as I said, today is Wednesday. So let's sing our days of the week. And we're going to do Mrs. McGuire's version. Ready? And remember, you're going to put your hands up when we say Wednesday. So, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 days, each day different and every day new. So this week we're learning about kittens. So I'll go over again. So a baby cat is a kitten, a baby rabbit is a kitten, a baby squirrel is a kitten, and a baby rat is a kitten. So today I'm going to read a story called Puss in Boots. And this is a very silly story. This puss, tricks the king into thinking his owner is a prince. Let's get into it. I don't think tricking is very nice, but it's quite a silly story. There was once an old miller who had 3 sons. 1, 2, 3. To the eldest he gave his windmill. To the next he gave his donkey. The youngest, Tom, was left with nothing but the cat. "Do not worry," said Puss. "Give me a pair of boots and a hat and a bag, and I will help you make your fortune." So Puss is going to help Tom make some money. Tom was very surprised, but did as Puss asked. As soon as Puss had pulled on his boots, he took his bag into the field and caught a young rabbit. A young rabbit is called a kitten. Oh, poor kitten. Proudly, Puss hurried to the royal palace. Here he asked to speak to the king. Upon seeing the king, Puss bowed low and handed the kitten to him. So there's Puss getting the boots from Tom. And look, there's the windmill that the oldest son got. So this is 1, 2, 3. So this is the oldest son, and he got the windmill. That's fancy. The second got the donkey. Is it a donkey or a horse? And the third was Tom, and he got Puss. "Here is a present from my master, the noble Marquis of Carabas," said Puss. Oh! The king thought that Marquis must be very important to have such a fine servant. Is Puss's master named Marquis? No, his name's Tom. He cannot have guessed that Marquis was the name that Puss chose for Tom, who was the miller's son. "Please tell your master that I thank him," said the king. So is Marquis really Tom's name? No. So Puss is tricking the king. Oh my goodness, silly, silly, silly Puss. And the king thinks that Tom must be very important, but he's not really. Every day, Puss took his bag and caught something to give to the king as a present from Marquis. Whenever the king asked about his master, clever Puss would reply that Marquis was the richest and most handsome lord in all the land, and that his palace was the finest he had ever been built. Oh my, wow, this is what the king is thinking that Tom looks like. But does Tom look like that? And does he have that big palace? The king longed to meet Marquis to see whether all that Puss had told him was true. And is it true? Now, one morning, Puss knew that the king driving by the river with his daughter, the most beautiful princess in the world. Just as he has just as he heard the carriage draw near, Puss told Tom to take off his ragged clothes and jump into the pond. Help! Cried Puss. My master has been robbed of all his clothes. I fear that he will drown. Oh my goodness. There they go tricking the king. When the king heard that Marquise was in trouble, he sent a servant back to his palace for a fine suit of clothes. When Tom had dressed, the king invited him to ride in the royal carriage. Tom looked so handsome in his new clothes that the king believed all of what Puss had told him. The princess fell in love with Tom. Meanwhile, Puss ran ahead of the carriage until he met some farmers working in the fields. So look, there's the king, and look how nice Tom looks in his nice new clothes from the king. Good farmer, said Puss, when the king passes, if you do not tell him that these fields belong to Marquise, you will have bad luck, said Puss. Puss travelled on saying the same thing to everyone he met. When the king passed by, he heard, of course, that everything as far as the eye could see belonged to Marquise. Another trick that Puss is pulling. At last, Puss came to the palace of a rich and powerful ogre. I have heard, Puss told the ogre, that you can change yourself into any creature, no matter how big. Suddenly, in the ogre's place, there stood a roaring lion. Frightened, Puss hid until the ogre was himself again. So he went to the ogre's palace, and the ogre can change into any creature, so he turned into a lion, and Puss was frightened, so Puss hid. Now all this time, Puss had a plan to trick the ogre. Uh-oh. It must be much harder, suggested Puss, to turn yourself into something as small as a rat. And can you remember, a baby rat or baby rats are called kittens? You shall see, replied the ogre, and in his place there scampered a tiny rat. At once, Puss pounced on the rat and gobbled it up. Oh no, there he goes. He ate the ogre. When the king arrived at the palace gates, Puss ran to open it. Welcome to the palace of Marquise, your majesty, said Puss. Is that really their palace? Whose palace was that first? It was the ogre's. Oh my. The king and princess were amazed to see such a fine palace, but nobody was quite as surprised as Tom. Puss led them to where a splendid dinner was waiting. This had been cooked for the ogre, but now everything in the palace and all the land for miles beyond belonged to Tom. The king decided that Tom, they're having a lovely feast, should marry the princess if she wished it to. The princess said that she did, so the king arranged a grand wedding for the very next day. Tom and the princess were married and they lived together happily ever after. Puss became the greatest lord. He had a different pair of boots for every day of the week, dined on the finest milk, and never chased a rat again. The end. Okay, now time for some questions. Okie dokie, can anybody remember what the cat's name was? What did he call himself? It's something he wore on his feet. On his paws, I guess. Yes, that's right. He called himself Puss in Boots because he wore boots. And how many sons did the miller have? If you can remember, let's see if I can show you a picture. There we go. How many sons? 3. 1, 2, 3. And can anybody remember what the eldest son got? Yes, that's right. He got the windmill. And what about the second son? He got a horse or a donkey, I'm not sure which one it is. And the third son got Puss. And what did Puss take for the king? What was the first thing he took for the king? That's right, he took a baby rabbit, which was called a kitten. Was Puss in Boots being truthful? Was he telling the truth about Tom? Remember he called him Marquise? Was that his real name? Was he really the richest lord in all the land? Did he have a nice palace? He was really tricking. Is it good to trick people and lie like that? That silly old Puss. Alrighty. Next question is, what did the ogre turn into for Puss to gobble him up? Was it the lion or the rat? That's right, it was the rat, because he was terrified of that lion. He also tricked the ogre to take his what? What did he take from the ogre? His palace. Good job, guys. Okay, now I have a really quick story about a rabbit. A baby rabbit is called a kitten, and I'm going to show you my cousin's rabbits a little later on. So let's just read this quickly. This is called Biscuit Meets the Class Pet. I'm just going to read through it really quickly. And what do you think the class pet is? Yes, it's a rabbit. There he is. Here, Biscuit, come meet Nibbles. So Nibbles is the name of the rabbit. Woof, woof, said Biscuit. This is Nibbles. Nibbles is our class pet. Nibbles is here for a visit. Woof, woof, hop, hop. Look, Biscuit, Nibbles found your bone. Uh-oh. What do you think bunnies eat? Rabbits or kittens eat? They definitely don't eat bones. Oh, there goes Biscuit, hiding his bone from Nibbles. Nibbles found your ball. Uh-oh. Oh my, and Biscuit does not like that. Woof, woof. He goes and hides his ball again. Nibbles found your bed too. Oh my. Biscuit does not like Nibbles in his bed. Ah, he's taking his blanket. Silly puppy, no tugging. Oh, loss. Nibbles tried to take his blanket. Stay here, Biscuit. I will get his snack for Nibbles. Ooh, she's getting a snack for him. Woof, woof. Uh-oh, here goes Nibbles, hopping away. Hop, hop. Woof. Hop, hop. Woof. Hop, hop. Uh-oh, Nibbles is hiding under the sofa. Woof, 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 woof. Hop. Oh no, Biscuit, where's Nibbles? Woof, woof, we must find him. Oh, let's see if we can spot him. Where's Nibbles? Look for his heirs. Nibbles is not under the table. Nibble is not on the chair. Nibbles. Where can Nibbles be? Woof, woof, sweet puppy. You found him. He's in Biscuit's bed. Nibbles found your bone and your ball and your bed. And you found Nibbles. Good job. And look what she brought for Nibbles. Now I'm going to give some rabbits some carrots. Let's watch that now. Oh, so today I came to visit my cousin's rabbits. Here's a black one with speckly, fuzzy fur. And we just gave him some apples. some carrots. Oh, there he goes. Let's see if we can see his teeth. There he goes, crunching. Look at his whiskers. Oh my goodness. So cute. You want to give him another one? Go ahead. Put it in. Whoa. Uh-oh. Ooh, and this is the last bunny. They have 3 bunnies. They have one white one, one brown one, and whoops, let's see over here. And the black one. You want to try and touch the black one's coat?
No.
Oh. Alrighty, time to do some singing. So here is our first song. It's called 5 Little Kittens. Let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And it goes like this. 5 little kittens hopping on the floor. One hopped away and then there were, let's count them. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 little kittens, sweet as can be. One hopped away and then there were 1, 2, 3. 3 little kittens I once knew. One hopped away and then there were 1, 2. 2 little kittens, oh what fun. One hopped away and then there was 1. 1 little kitten playing in the sun. One hopped away and then there was none. Good job. Alrighty, we're going to sing A Crocodile Swam in the Water. Ready? A crocodile swam in the water. His mouth was open wide. A little fish swam in the water and swam right inside. The crocodile's mouth went shut. The little fish was stuck. When the crocodile yawned in the morning light. Oh. The little fish swam out of sight. Boom, boom. Alrighty, the next song we're going to sing is 5 Green and Speckled Frogs. Are you ready? 5 green and speckled frogs sat on a speckled log, eating some most delicious bugs. Yum, yum. One jumped into the pool where it was nice and cool. Now there are 1, 2, 3, 4 green speckled frogs. Glub, glub. 4 green and speckled frogs sat on a speckled log, eating some most delicious bugs. Yum, yum. One jumped into the pool, whew, where it was nice and cool. Now there are 1, 2, 3. 3 green speckled frogs. Glub, glub. 3 green and speckled frogs sat on a speckled log, eating some most delicious bugs. Yum, yum. One jumped into the pool where it was nice and cool. Now there are 1, 2. 2 green speckled frogs. Glub, glub. 2 green and speckled frogs sat on a speckled log, eating some most delicious bugs. Yum, yum. One jumped into the pool where it was nice and cool. Now there is only 1 green speckled frog. Glub, glub. 1 green and speckled frog sat on a speckled log, eating some most delicious bugs. Yum, yum. He jumped into the pool where it was nice and cool. Now there are no green speckled frogs. Glub, glub. Alrighty, time to stand up. We're gonna do our bunny hokey cokey. Are you ready?
Is everybody ready to do the bunny hokey pokey? You put your bunny ears in, you put your bunny ears out. You put your bunny ears in and you shake them all about. You do the bunny pokey and you hop yourself around. That's what it's all about. You put your bunny paws in, put your bunny paws out. You put your bunny paws in and you shake them all about. You do the bunny pokey and you hop yourself around. And that's what it's all about. You put your bunny nose in, you put your bunny nose out. You put your bunny nose in and you shake it all about. You do the bunny pokey and you hop yourself around. That's what it's all about. You put your bunny tail in, you put your bunny tail out. You put your bunny tail in and you shake it all about. You do the bunny pokey and you hop yourself around. That's what it's all about. You put your bunny whiskers in, you put your bunny whiskers out. You put your bunny whiskers in and you shake them all about. You do the bunny pokey and you hop yourself around. That's what it's all about. You put your bunny body in, you put your bunny body out. You put your bunny body in and you shake it all apart. You do the bunny pokey and you hop yourself around. That's what it's all about. Yes, sir.
Alrighty, the last one we're gonna sing is a sleeping bunny. So curl up on the ground and go to sleep like a sleeping bunny. Ready? See the bunny sleeping till it's nearly noon. Shall we wake them with a merry tune? Oh, so still are they ill? Oh, listen for the sound of knocking. Wait for it. Wait for it. Hop, little bunnies, hop, hop, hop. Hop, little bunnies, hop, hop, hop. Hop, little bunnies, hop, hop, stop. Okay, we're going to do it one more time, but we're going to do skipping instead of hopping, okay? So remember, you skip with your knees up. Are you ready? So curl up on the ground again. See the bunny sleeping till it's nearly noon. Shall we wake them with a merry tune? Oh, so still are they ill? Listen for the sound of knocking. Wait for it. Wait for it. Skip, little bunny, skip, skip, skip. Skip, little bunny, skip, skip, skip. Skip, little bunny, skip, skip, stop. Good job, guys. Alrighty. Have a good day. See you on Friday. Bye.